Why does Roc Marciano still sound untouchable after all these years? Let's talk about it. What's going on, y'all? It's your man Lighthouse, and you're now tuned into another episode of Everything for Everybody. And today we'll be discussing Roc Marciano's latest project, 656. Roc Marciano has always been one of my favorite artists because of his unapologetic arrogance. From his rhymes, he emphatically distinguishes himself, and he does not tolerate lame shit, low effort shit, or low vibrational aesthetics. He is high value cloth specific to the core, making music strictly for people with elite tastes who appreciate meticulous, condescending slick talk. With Roc, you come expecting wicked one-liners, cold flexes, and bars that feel casually lethal. Roc operates on his own timeline. For over a decade, he has been both the originator and benchmark for his modern strain of gritty, high-fashion street rap. He took the mafioso blueprint laid down by Kool G Rap, Nas, and AZ, and Raekwon, and stripped it of its glossy excess, boiling it down to eerie loops and stark textures. In doing so, he shaped how underground rap now talks about luxury, grime, and risk. 656 is not a reinvention, it's a reminder that this lane still belongs to him. Even the title is crazy. It's like the neighbor of the beast, one digit off from 666. It fits his whole aura. At 12 tracks in just over 30 minutes, the album plays like a tight reel of Marci scenes instead of a sprawling crime saga. It is focused, smooth, and immaculately controlled, though it moves by quickly without the heavy impact of his biggest statements. What 656 delivers is pure, concentrated Roc Marciano. Fully self-produced, the beats live right where he built his legacy. Dusty loops, drum light arrangements, subtle details doing the heavy lifting. Strings, keys, and obscure vocal textures drift through the tracks. Nothing bangs in a traditional way. Everything stalks. This is luxury, grimy rap, sort of like stolen art off the wall in music form. Trick Bag opens the album like a slow cinematic pan, setting the mood before the flexes even land. The song Childish Games locks into his classic conversational drawl, folding dense rhyme schemes into jokes and quiet threats. Tracks like Yves Saint Laurent and Prince and Apollonia show how much his power lives in detail and framing. His fashion and pop references are never shallow. They are coded markers of status inside his world. Twisting Yves Saint Laurent into Yves Saint Moron is peak Marci, right? High fashion flipped into insult over a horn loop. He has a bar in there that's super good. This shit made me like laugh. I'm like, yo, this guy is crazy. He said, I had 360 waves on my head for every brush I had with death. But even death couldn't make me acquiesce. VS protect, but that's only if it's factory set. I ain't regressed, not even half a step. I'm stepping on niggas' necks. Niggas think Averex is a flex. Like, come on, man. Like, just shitting on people, man. Like, you got an Averex, that shit corny, man. That's what it is with him, you know what I mean? Like, I personally wouldn't wear Averex, but I know there's like a reintroduction of Averex is like an aesthetic, like a retro aesthetic. I ain't with it, I ain't jacking it, but this is a funny line. It's because I feel that way about Averex that this line sticks out and just makes me laugh, because it's like, you know, I mean, you know, if you fuck with Averex, to each his own, you know, that's your thing, but this shit is hilarious. What he considers fly and what y'all consider fly are two different things, and that scheme was both slick and funny. Still laughing about this shit. The lone guest, Errol Holden, who is one of my favorite voices in recent years, fits perfectly. Pause. On the song Rain Dance, he folds his vocals into a gloom, adding a spectral edge. The song Trapeze gives him even more space, and he delivers one of the album's liveliest moments without disrupting Marci's controlled atmosphere. These features feel less like outreach and more like Roc Marciano expanding his universe. The song Tracy Morgan Vomit is Marci's grim humor in full effect. The song Good For You and Easy Bake Oven are classic ice-cold vignettes. Money talk, coded street language, deceptively intricate bars. The closing track, Mellow, feels like a smirked victory lap. It's understated, confident, and triumphant. The production is also elite. Roc Marciano remains one of the rare MCs whose beats are as influential as his bars. The loops are curated, not crazy. The minimalism is intentional, and these are beats that sound simple until you hear everyone else fail at trying to replicate his source. His flow is as cool and unhurried as ever. He raps like the room is already silent. 656 plays more like a sharp late career sketch than a full crime epic. There's no missteps, it's high consistency, and there's quiet peaks instead of explosive moments. Roc Marciano never really misses, to be honest. Even when he's not redefining his lane, he's reinforcing why it belongs to him. In 2026, he's still a reference point for this corner of hip-hop, a direct descendant of 90s New York street rap and an architect of its modern noir evolution. 656 does not rewrite his legacy, but it slides cleanly into an already elite catalog. Another icy slice of luxury grimy rap, and you gotta love it. But that's my time, y'all. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Everything for Everybody. Let me know what you think about the new Roc Marciano project in the comments. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can stay in the loop. Make sure y'all stay warm, you know what I mean? Be careful out there. There's a whole snowstorm going on. If you are on this side of the States, I'm in New York, so it's wild out here. But, you know, be safe, everybody. Stay warm, you know what I mean? And until next time, peace. And we out.